The Meg is Jason Statham versus a big ass shark in this movie as they go head to tail, I guess, in which Jason Statham has to fight the Megalodon, a prehistoric shark that was thought to be extinct for ages, is now back to wreak havoc on tons of people, eat people up, and be an awesome B-movie. But actually though, the Meg is about this research team that has discovered a new area of the ocean that they thought was the ocean floor, but they realized there's a whole environment below it, so when they decide to go down there, they've accidentally unleashed a Megalodon into the ocean, and the only person who can fix it is Jason Statham. And I've been looking forward to this movie for months. It is my most anticipated movie of 2018 because it just is such a stupid idea that could be amazing. And if it just went full B-movie and went in the same realm of Piranha, this could be an amazing movie. And boy, this was the biggest disappointment I've ever experienced in a long time. The thing that really bothered me about the Meg is that it has a great B-movie idea. I love B-movies, I love bad movies or stupid movies, and the Meg has that. A big-ass shark, one small man trying to take this prehistoric shark that was thought to be extinct. The movie sells itself, and what it gives us though is nothing that really reaches that expectations of what could have been in the Meg. One thing that really bothered me about the Meg is that it's an hour and 40-minute movie. The first 50 minutes of the movie I thought were rather more serious, a little more scary in tone, which I was okay with if the movie stuck with that for the rest of it. But for the last 50 minutes of the movie is when it goes into its campy tone, and even then with its campy tone, I never thought that the movie reached its total campiness that it could achieve and actually be a lot of fun. Because there's a lot of times in this movie where there are some short fun scenes, but none of them really last. Granted, they were enjoyable for the short 3 or 4 minutes that they were, but I never thought that it made up for the entire movie. Because with that more serious tone in the 50 minutes of the movie, I thought frankly was quite boring. How can I say that the Meg is boring? I don't know, but somehow they made the Meg boring. And I understand showing less is more, but for the first 50 minutes of the movie, when frankly there's not that much of the Meg, the movie was really dragged down by it. And that's also another thing I would have wanted. In this movie, the Meg, it's a B movie. You just want a big ass shark. I wanted more of the big ass shark. The shark's not in it that much. The Meg definitely has a presence in the majority of the movie and is definitely in it more in the second half than he is in the first half, but I just thought it was not enough and it was a little disappointing, especially because we're left with all these human characters who frankly I did not care that much about. Out of the human characters, I like Jason Statham. He was a badass. He was a bit funny and charming in that like badassery way, and I thought that was kind of fun. There's a little girl in the movie who's on the ship because her mom works there, and she's throughout the movie. I absolutely thought she was hilarious. I loved her. She was adorable, cute, and she was a scene stealer. I really liked her. But probably my favorite character was Rainn Wilson. That's right, Dwight from The Office. He's this rich American billionaire who started this company that everyone's working for, and he knows what he is doing. He knows he's the rich person in a B movie who is just there to have some fun. He understood that, and he is definitely a highlight for this movie. But one thing that's really bothering me of how disappointing the Meg is that it has so many opportunities to become that fun, humongous B movie, and they just never take those leaps. Like, there's about 2 scenes in this movie that involve a helicopter, one especially, which this would have been so perfect for if the Meg literally just jumped up and attacked the helicopter. That would have been amazing. It sounds amazing. I want it so badly, but they never did that in the movie, and it's not like the helicopter had that much importance. If the Meg jumped up and attacked the helicopter and took it down, nothing would have changed. It just would have been, oh no, the heroes are doomed again. That would have been amazing, but nope, they didn't do that. And another part of the movie that's been advertised heavily is this spring break type scene, and I was so disappointed by the scene also. Not going into any spoilers, but the scene lasts about 2 minutes. 2 minutes was so disappointing because they basically show almost everything in the trailers, and the scene brought back vibes of Piranha from 2010 with an amazing spring break horror scene. That scene was amazing, and this just felt so flat and tame. Because 1, nothing really happens, and 2, this movie cuts back from all the gore and bloody violence. I understand it wants to have a PG-13 rating, but I do think this was at the expense of the quality of the Meg. Because at all times that the Meg actually does kill or attack people, there is barely any blood, and if it is, it's just another animal's blood. There's no blood, there's no gore, and actually almost everything that the Meg does, all of its maneuvers or attacks is jump up out of the water and attack something, or jump up and bite something. That's literally all the Meg does, and frankly I didn't find it that terrifying. But don't get me wrong, those B-movie cheesy scenes that are just saying how okay, they were good. Jason Statham out swimming and getting pulled away by a Meg in the water and getting pulled into the boat just as the Meg jumps up and misses him. Those are the scenes that I loved. Those are the scenes I would have wanted more in the Meg, but frankly the movie doesn't go to that extra step and deliver them all the time. And because of that, the Meg was such a disappointment for me. I did like some of the action scenes, but a lot of the movie, which did focus on the characters, were really dragged down because since I didn't enjoy most of the characters, when something sad or tragic happened to them, I was actually taken out the movie thinking to myself, I I don't care about this. Can we get back to the Meg? This is so boring. I don't know this character. The Meg is all over the place. For the first half, it tries and wants to be a serious movie, but then flips into a B movie that it never took full advantage of. And because of that, we're left with characters that besides 3, I didn't care at all about. The movie tries to be fun. It has some pieces of fun, but it's such a missed opportunity, and sadly, I can say that the Meg is meh. So guys, it's that time of the season. Sadly, this is my last review. The Meg, the holy movie of the summer, is my last review because I'm going back to school. Thank you everyone who's stuck this far with me for watching. I love all of you. This has been an amazing season. Maybe I'll pick up some reviews during my school year if I go to any advanced screenings. I might do this again next summer. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching. And that's the Meg. So what do you guys think? Have you seen the movie? Have you not seen the movie? Whatever you think, you put the comments below and maybe I'll read it. Maybe I won't. Thank you as always for watching. And if you haven't, you click my last video right over here, and you can click my upcoming video right over here. Thank you as always for watching, and hope to see you next time.